What happened to the live? I don't know what happened. Please let me know if y'all can see when y'all join back. Let me know. Let me know. Can you guys hear me? Can y'all see? I'm gonna wait. Can you see now? Can you hear me, Lynette? Can you guys see and hear me? I'm so sorry about that. I have no idea what's going on with my phone. That is so crazy. I am so sorry about that. And it's getting all dark out here too. Ay ay ay. I feel like all this stuff I was showing y'all, y'all couldn't even see it. That is so crazy. Were you guys able to see this big old cantaloupe that I was showing y'all? That grew. I can hear you and see you. Oh, that's great. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my phone. We kind of changed our network, so I don't know if that's a part of it, and it probably is. But I'll make this quick because I need to get up out of here. This mosquito's biting the crap out of me. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys like my cantaloupe bed and show you guys like the pictures that I showed y'all in my post, how tiny it was, and look how big they have gotten. They have gotten so big. They have gotten so big. uh this really sucked. I hate the fact that I had to end that last live, but here is another cantaloupe. There's just so many cantaloupes, so many. I hope you guys can still hear me. If you can't, I'm so sorry. You guys might just have to watch the replay, and which is gonna be this video, because I don't know why this ah is like that. I don't know why this is happening. Well, let me show you guys. um 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Y'all let me know if y'all can still hear me, okay? uh that sucks. I hate that that happened on the last live, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. But yes, y'all, so I just showed you guys like a really big one. I think I'm going to have to go live like during the daytime when the sun is out so y'all can really see, because I really want you guys to see these cantaloupes and how they're growing so quickly. Someone asked like what's the easiest fruit to grow. I think cantaloupes are the easiest fruit to grow. I mean, it just like I've never had any issues with growing them. They grow so fast and they're so delicious. And I'm only speaking on, oh, this is the easiest thing to grow because this is one of the fruits that I've grown. The other fruit that I grow is what is it called? Strawberries. Oh, strawberries. Strawberries are pretty easy to grow as well. But I also have grapes, and then I also have blackberries. Not blackberry, but blueberries. And the blueberries, I haven't really seen much of the blueberries because the birds be having a time of their life with it. And then I also grow like the white no, actually the champagne raspberry. I grow the champagne raspberry and I barely get any because the birds eat them all, but they're so freaking delicious. And those are pretty much easy to grow as well. It's just a matter of, are you going to get any because of the birds? But one of the fruits that I definitely get the most is definitely the cantaloupe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is cantaloupes, and this is my husband's favorite fruit to grow, or I would say favorite plant to grow, period, because cantaloupe is his favorite. And it's just so beautiful. It just, you know, it brings a lot of life into your garden. It's beautiful, it's easy to grow, and as you can see, I grow mine vertically. I'm gonna go do another live during the daytime because I want to show you guys how I attach, you know, the cantaloupes stems onto this trellis right here, which is a cattle panel that I cut in half. It's a 16 by 50 cattle panel, and I cut it in half, and I'm growing, you know, my cantaloupes on here. But y'all, when I tell y'all we're about to have tons of cantaloupes, they are growing everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And in here to help, you know, keep the animals away, what I do is grow it with a ton of flowers. As you can see, I have some sunflowers in here. And sunflowers are a great companion plant for cantaloupes because they bring a lot of good bugs into the soil that will help, aerate the soil and do a whole bunch of stuff for the soil. So if you're wondering, sunflowers are a great companion plant with cantaloupes. Just remember, sunflower definitely require a lot of nutrients as well, and you want to make sure that you're fertilizing properly so your cantaloupes can get all of the love that they need. But yes, y'all, this is my Vigo garden raised bed, and look at how it like basically it's almost like the centerpiece of my garden, and it's giving, y'all. It's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. And I have a ton more peppers that I'm gonna bring here and line up over here. So I'm about to bring another line of peppers that's gonna be over here, and this is gonna be like the pepper side. And back here where you see like these sticks and stuff like that, I have some bitter leaf plants in there in the ground, so they're gonna grow back there. Thank you so much, guys. You have plastic gloves on. Okay, and your point is use covering over your berries. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next year, and I'm also going to get another blueberry plant because for your blueberry to, if you want to see like a lot of harvest of your blueberries, apparently you need two blueberry plants for them to pollinate each other, and that's how you're going to get more. So I'm going to buy another blueberry plant by the end of this season. I'm waiting until the end of the season because I want to get it on the low low, okay? I want to get it on the low low. But yep. Uh, So, y'all, this is, I feel like, I don't even know if you guys could see anymore, but I wanted to show you guys like my tomato garden, and it is doing quite well. Like the tomato garden, uh, even though we had that big old tree that fell on top, but y'all see, this is what I created to help support the tomatoes. I have them growing on this right here is like fencing, and I'm growing them vertically, and I'm growing indeterminate tomatoes, which means they're going to continue growing until it gets cold or it no longer, it can no longer produce, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. So I just created like this little makeshift arch, which is not really an arch, but you get what I mean. And so when this grows up, it's gonna go like over here and go on that side, and then these are gonna come on this side. And then I'm literally standing inside of it right now, like I'm literally in it. So it should be a little easier for me to harvest this year versus last year. Last year it was really tough to harvest. Oh my gosh, I see a bunch of tomatoes on the ground I need to pick up. And let me show y'all, if you see these tomatoes plants that has fallen down to the ground, if I don't pick them up, it's actually going to root inside of the ground. It's going to root inside of the ground and start producing more tomatoes stems, because the tomatoes or more tomatoes plants, because if you guys don't know, like the tomato stem, y'all, if y'all see like the fuzziness on the tomato stem, they can actually be rooted. So if it lays in any kind of soil, it's going to root into that soil. So I need to hurry up and pick that up because I do not want that to happen. But I just love this thing that I created here to make harvesting easier for when the tomatoes, start to grow over top. And I just can grab the tomato from right here. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that? So this is the new renovation that I did to my tomato bed, and I'm really excited about it. But this tour kind of sucks, so I'm gonna give you a proper tour in the daytime. I'm going to do a poll to see when is the best time for everybody to go live in the daytime, for you guys to see like a proper tour. And then I'll probably do a video like a grand tour. I'm gonna do a grand tour, but I want to show you guys my okra, y'all. My okra is going crazy. I have it growing in a grow bag. I have about 3 10-gallon grow bag, and I have a bunch of okra growing in there. Let me show y'all. Y'all, look at them okra. What did you make your trellis with? Uh, are you talking about this? If you're talking about this one, this is I use like regular fencing. Like and it's pretty cheap. Regular fencing. I don't even know what kind of fencing is called, but it's not even like super sturdy or anything like that. It's like it's pretty cheap, like just regular fencing. I think people purchase this to keep their dogs out of their gardens and stuff like that. It's supposed to be for animals, and stuff like that to keep them out. But let me tell you, okay, those animals, they are so like crafty. They can figure out, like the squirrels. I put this up one time to keep the squirrels out of my garden, and they wiggle their way out in these like little squares. I'm like, okay, bye. Those squirrels do not care. But for the trellis that I use for my cantaloupes, I used cattle panel, and it's the what is it, 16 by 50, and then I cut it in half. Yes, Donzel, I lost connection. I don't know what's going on. Thanks for coming back. Welcome back. But yes, y'all, so this is my okra, y'all. The okra is getting so big. So this is like a 10-gallon grow bag, and I have about like 4 okra plants in each of them, and they're just getting so ridiculous. I need to come here tomorrow and separate them so they can have more space to be able to grow. But I'll show you guys more as the during the sunlight. But yeah, y'all, so in here I have some bell peppers in here, and then in the front I have some what is this called? Oh, eggplant. These are eggplant. So I have some eggplant in here, and then back here I have like some hot peppers. So I have like habaneros, Thai peppers, and a bunch of other peppers in there. And then if y'all saw the last video, this is what I transplanted. These are all habanero peppers. Let me tell y'all, I do not advise planting this many peppers in this size bed, but because I have a billion peppers and I don't want them to go to waste, I just put all of them in there. And it's not bad to plant peppers super close because they can lean on each other when they grow, because when they start to grow, the peppers get heavy and they start to tumble over. So once they have each other to lean on, they can help each other stay up. But this is definitely quite a lot of peppers, and we shall see. I'm calling this bed the we shall see what happens bed, because I already have like a ton of other beds that I have peppers in where they're appropriately spaced out. But we shall see what happens with this. And then also, these peppers are pretty small, so I don't anticipate seeing harvest from them probably till like October. And then the other trellis that I told you guys about, the cattle panel, the 16 by 50 that I cut in half. I put the other half here, and I have a ton of tomatoes and a ton more, what is it called? A ton more cantaloupes left. I'm gonna plant them here and let them grow here. Like this right here, I don't care if the animals eat them. In fact, I'm going to call this the animals garden trellis. So I'll put them here, see what happens, and if the animals disturb them, I'm okay with it, as long as that's the only one that they're disturbing. But sorry, y'all, I'm over here trying to talk fast because it's getting dark back here, and I need to get up out of here. But let me come to the front. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have about 2 entrances. So that entrance, that's the one that has my grapes growing on it. And then on this entrance right here, this is the one where the tree fell on it and it ruined, the shape of my arch. And I used a cattle panel for this arch. But me and my husband, if y'all watched the video where we tried to like reshape it and put it together and try to reuse it and see what's going to happen this year, I'm probably going to get a new cattle panel next year because I want it to be more of that shape. But we're still going to use this because y'all know on this channel, we don't throw away anything. Okay, we use everything down to the ground. We recycle everything. But on this side is my tomatoes. I have more tomatoes here. So I have a bunch of tomatoes in this bed. I also have a ton of herbs because you guys know I grow my plants. I grow my tomatoes with a ton of herbs because it flavors the tomatoes, and it just gives it a wonderful taste, especially like things like basil. So I have basil in this bed, and then I also have oregano. I have what's the other one in here? Cilantro. I just have like a bunch of herbs in this tomato bed, And then I have the tomatoes growing up top here. So back there in the tomato bed that I have back there, I have like the larger tomatoes, things like beefsteak, big red, you know, I have the big tomatoes back there. And then on this arch right here is where I have like my smaller tomatoes, things like cherry tomatoes. I have sun gold tomatoes here. I have, what is that, yellow, is it yellow peach or something like that? But I have like a ton of different small salad tomatoes, like the real tiny ones, like all those different colors that you might see in the store. That's the one I have in both of these beds here, and I'm just gonna allow it to grow on this arch right here. And then last year I grew my last year I grew the grapes from that side, and then I grew my cantaloupes on this side. But I also had about 2 grape plants that I had growing inside of a container. And once it got big enough, I transplanted it down in here. I also made a video about that. So now there are 3 grape plants on here. I have the one over there that's been growing on there for about 2 years. And then I have 2 over here that just started growing this year. And then I don't know how well you guys can see, but this is my herb gardening, my struggling herb gardening. I have some peppers out here in the front. I just feel like I'm not giving you guys, you know, like what you guys deserve to see. And I don't like half, you know, and stuff. So I feel like I need to run this back again so I could really show y'all what it is that I'm growing out here, because I'm growing a ton of stuff, y'all. This right here is my watermelon bag. This is a 30-gallon grow bag, and I have watermelons in there. I have it growing on my fence. And let me show y'all what I think a bunny or a groundhog did. They've been eating like the top of my watermelons, and I'm really upset. So I am going to cover this up with some insect netting, and I'm not going to like cover it up like super tightly because it still needs to grow on the fence. So I'm just going to like put like the white insect netting on top, and that's just to show the groundhog that they should stay away. And typically they'll leave it alone. If they see like a white cloth over it, they think it's like some type of contraption that is going to hurt them, so they typically leave it alone. It worked last year. I did it last year. I don't know why I didn't do it this year, thinking that they were going to leave it alone, but you know how those bad boys go. They like a challenge. Well, yeah, y'all, so that's the gardening. At sunset, the sun has already set. It's gonna dark out here. We all need somebody to learn from. Aw, 30 peppers. You're growing 30 peppers? Is that what you're saying? Companion planting is the way to go. Absolutely. Love it. You did a good job. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I'll give you guys a better tour. You know, another time I'll give you guys a better tour. But you know, the what is it called? The tree, you know, try to stop my shine. The tree tried to stop my shine, but it didn't really stop nothing other than creating extra work for me and my husband. Created extra work for me and my husband, and it set me back a little bit, but you know, I had a good bounce back. I had a good bounce back. I'm about to go show you guys. If y'all think that's a lot of peppers, let me show you guys. Oh, by the way, y'all, I'm growing loofah as well. It's hard for y'all to see in this dark, so y'all not gonna be able to see like the loofah plant in this dark. So but I'm about to show you guys the peppers that I just transplanted in grow bags over here, and that's the video that I filmed, and I will be dropping that for you guys probably on Thursday. But let me show y'all the amount of peppers that I still have. Okay, it is crazy. So first of all, starting from here, these are the peppers that I transplanted. Do y'all see all these peppers? These are all peppers in like grow bags. So I have like 10 and 5-gallon grow bags filled with peppers. So these are all peppers, and they're all habaneros and bell peppers. And other than the fact that I plan on creating like, you know, the pepper sauce for you guys that I plan on doing, we eat a lot of peppers in my family. We eat a lot of like bell peppers, a lot of all kinds of peppers. So I love the fact that I don't ever have to buy peppers ever in the store. So I definitely Oh, but I overdid it though. I'll let y'all that. I'll let you know that I definitely overdid it. Hi, I'm late, but your garden is looking good. Thank you. Hey, Chanel. A long time. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Uh, but I'll go live again like during the day because I really want you guys to see everything that I have in better quality light. But yeah, so we eat a lot of peppers in my family. We make like a lot of different stews with peppers. So that's one of the reasons why I'm growing so many peppers. Like I don't want to, like when it comes to bell peppers, I don't ever want to go back to the store to buy it. Unless like I need fresh bell pepper for certain things, maybe like salads or when I make my acheke. You know, I love my acheke. So like I won't go into the grocery store to be something that is like I absolutely need it. To be honest with you, I only want to go to the grocery store to buy meat, which we already don't really eat meats like that. We eat like more seafood, you know, and things like that. So like I want that to be the thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to grow what my family eat, and that's the advice I always give people. Like when it comes to, you know, what should I grow, you know, a lot of people always want to grow things that are easy to grow, but when it comes to gardening, I feel like there's no such thing as easy because everything takes time and patience and research, and if you want it to be grown well, you actually have to put a lot of dedication into it. So there's no easy way of doing anything. You just have to have the drive to want to do it and the passion to know that I'm growing my own food. I'm growing food for my family and I know what's in it. I know what I'm putting in the soil to produce it, and it's organic or however you choose to grow it, organic or non organic. At least you know what it is that you're putting in your food. So that's my goal, is not to have to go to the grocery store for like essential things. Going to the grocery store should be for something little. And even when it comes down to spices, I'm trying to create my own spices. So a lot of these hot peppers and the herbs, you know, I grow a ton of herbs. I'm gonna make my own spices. So, you know, when it comes to things like that, and those are things I enjoy doing. So that's the reason. But let me show you guys quickly the rest of the plants that I still have, which is so ridiculous. And that's why y'all see me. I'm about to put plants everywhere. Let me show y'all. So as y'all can see from earlier in the year when I started my seedlings from indoors, these are all the shelves that was in my house. I still have a ton of peppers on these shelves. As you can see, I still have a ton of plants on those shelves. Look, I still have a ton of peppers on these shelves. I have some tomatoes. And in the front of my house, I have like one of these shelves filled with tomatoes. So, but a lot of them I'm going to put into my compost if I'm not able to use it. I tried Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have been talking to myself for this long. She can't see. She can't what? I can see y'all. Dang, how long have I been talking to myself? Lord have mercy. How long have I been talking to myself? I am so over this. I need to figure something out with uh 10 minutes. Oh my Lord. I cannot believe for 10 minutes I just been running my mouth. Why didn't I see oh, you guys were saying it. You guys were saying it. No sound, no sound. I didn't even see it. Oh my God. Hey Ragamuffin. I'm just not seeing this. It's nothing like organic rubber from the backyard. Absolutely, that you grew yourself. You can't buy the. Yep, you cannot buy that taste. I'm so sorry, y'all. Today has been a terrible live day for me with the network issue, with the sound issue. I'm so sorry. I promise to do better next time. And I'm actually going to go live in the daytime because y'all need to see all of this work, okay? Like, I know I record videos for you guys to see, and things like that, but I need y'all to see it live in action. Like, it's actually, and can y'all please go to the garden group and show me pictures of your garden? I know they look good too, whether it's on your patio, whether it's on your balcony, wherever you have your garden. I want to see pictures of what you're growing, whether it's indoors. I want to see what you're growing because we've been going through this since the beginning of this year, from starting seeds to now where, it's almost like harvesting time. So please share some of your stuff with me. I want to see it. Oh, the last word you heard me say was compost. Oh, I was just saying, I would hate to have to compost all of these things, even though they're natural fertilizers, when I do compost it for my plants. But I would love to give these things away for free. And I'm gonna look into like a community garden that still need plants and see if I can donate it to them. And I think that's what I'm gonna do next year. Next year, I'm just gonna hurry up and plant mine in advance, and then the remaining uh, donate it to like a community garden. I actually would like to start volunteering at community gardens to help them and plant and stuff and teach them, and things like that. So I'm gonna look into that next year. But I got a lot of tomato seedlings too. Man, like I have an entire tray of tomato seedlings. Like, I don't understand. It is an addiction, y'all. It is really an addiction. I like it's a good addiction to have, but my God, like it's an addiction that requires a lot of work out of you. And so it's like it's really up to you, what battles you are going to choose. But I what I tell people is like, once you start gardening, I don't even care if it's one thing that you're growing. Next thing you know, because that's how I was. It started with me. I started with three things that I was growing. Next thing you know, I got my husband out here breaking his back trying to go to all these stores and purchase things to create a garden, a bigger garden. And then now, like, my backyard, it's like every inch of my backyard, I'm trying so hard not to turn my entire backyard into a garden because my kids need somewhere to play. But my God, like, it's getting close to that, man. It's getting close to that because it's like I have every inch that I can possibly have covered with plants. So yeah, it's quite crazy. Nowhere to put them. Absolutely nowhere to put them. What the hell?
Ain't nobody can see you, girl. Get off that thing, man.
Just say hi.
Hi, guys. How's it going? How's it going?
Did y'all see him back there? He scared the crap out of me. Don't be creeping up on me like that. You gonna have me screaming back here in this dark. I'm about to have the neighbors call the police. But everybody said hi. But all right, so I'm going to have to let you guys go because it's definitely dark and I know y'all cannot see me. So, but I think I will go live again on Friday, or I will do like a poll in the post on my page, and y'all could tell me when is the best day to go live so I can be consistent with the live, whether if it's Sunday or if it's Wednesday or whichever day. I'm going to be consistently going live like at a specific time and day, and you guys let me know, okay? But thank you guys for joining me. I'm so sorry about what happened earlier with the network, terrible. But I'll see what I could do better. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. What time do you come on live? Typically, I like to come around 8 o'clock because I feel like that's when people are settled, in their home, and maybe they have put their kids to bed, things that I'm mindful of those things because that's when I put my kids to bed, especially during like school time. I have to go live at 8 o'clock or later because I have to put my kids to bed, you know, because they have school the next day. So I typically try to do like 8, but since it's the summertime, it could be between 6 to 8. And I'm gonna do a poll and just see what works best for y'all. So y'all let me know, okay? Y'all let me know what works best for y'all, and then we could be consistent and make it like a consistent live show, and we know what's happening on this day and time and all of that. But I'll talk to you guys later. I know y'all can't see me anymore, but y'all can see my house because there's light in my house. But all right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of your night. Remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening. Bye, y'all. Love you guys. Bye. It was so nice seeing you tonight, Chanel. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Take care.